morning, Beth. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another live session with me. My name is Emilio. Yeah, hi from Spain, Sim. I'm from Spain too, from Barcelona. I was born in Cádiz. Where do you live in Spain? Good morning, Brittany. Good morning, CJ. Nice to see you again. Happy Thursday, everybody. Salomó, a small town in Catalonia. Nice. So we are neighbors. Sí, somos vecinos. Who is here for the first time? Who is here for the first time? So hi Banfav, Sim, V, Almath, amazing. So many new people here. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Today I'm very excited to share with you just rituals that we all, well, not we, like I do, and I'm sure everybody has rituals that they repeat on a daily basis, right? That's what a ritual is. Like a ceremony, a ritual, a habit, something that you do consistently and it became automatic, it became a habit, okay? So there are good rituals and there are bad rituals. Good and bad in the sense that some rituals are going to be supporting the lifestyle that you want to create or have, and some of the rituals are going to be preventing you from doing that, right? So today I wanted to shine the light on rituals that I myself and my family do, and also I would love to hear rituals that you guys follow that are helping you create and maintain your minimalist lifestyle, your minimalist home, your minimalist calendar. Basically, they are helping you create the lifestyle that you want to have. That can be regarding of your time management, that can be regarding of your home, that can be regarding of your self-care, that can be regarding of your relationships. Amy says, minimalist only at home or body? Anything. For me, minimalism is a philosophy of life. It's not a separate area where minimalism applies and it doesn't apply to the other ones. I believe that when someone is a minimalist, when someone has that philosophy, that's a philosophy that applies to every area of your life. So you basically question everything that you do. You make sure that everything that you have, everything that you do, how you use your time, your energy, your space, your creativity, it is aligned with what you really want. That's what being a minimalist means to me. And there is not a specific standard that you have to follow. Meaning to be a minimalist, you need to have only one table. You need to have only 2 chairs. You need to have only 2 jackets. I don't believe that's the way of doing it. That's going to change for everybody. Every of you is going to have a unique situation, unique needs, unique desires, a unique home, and you are going to create that minimalist sense in your life the way that makes sense to you. Okay? Hi, Vicky. So, will you guys say that you are a minimalist? Who here considers themselves a minimalist? I'm just curious to know. And who, good morning, Emilio from Santa Fe, Semi. How many of you get triggered by the word of minimalist? I would like to be far more minimalist. Nope, I am a maximalist. I am a minimalist in progress. I get triggered by clutter. So let me ask you, Pamela, you said nope, I am a maximalist. Okay, tell me more about that. Are you overwhelmed by being a maximalist, or are you enjoying being a maximalist? I'm just curious to know, are you happy being a maximalist? Because that's fine. And I will even say that if you are maximalist, you have a lot of things but everything makes sense. You have space, everything is conveniently organized, your lifestyle is what you want, you do the activities that you want to be doing. Maybe you are a minimalist. Just saying, okay? Valeria says, I am a minimalist at heart. Amy says, I'm definitely a minimalist. Self-care and relationship ritual. I cook for my love. Otherwise, he will eat McDonald's. And a very healthy, balanced breakfast for my body. I meditate daily, try to journal daily. I sweep every morning, clean the kitchen. Amazing. No, hi from California. I am a minimalist internally, but not showing it yet. I am working on clearing clutter. So, okay, so some of you are, some of you are not. And again, this is just a label. Honestly, some people don't really understand what being a minimalist is. And I believe that that's a definition that you come up with yourself. It's not about how many things you have. It's about how much intention there is behind what you have, what you do, and how you express yourself. That's what a true minimalist is. When everything makes sense in your lifestyle, when everything has a place, when everything is there for a reason. Okay, I think now that it will help me to know what's the definition of minimalism, and I'm talking here. Yeah, Sim, again, please type in the chat. What does being a minimalist mean to you? Just type in the chat. What does being a minimalist mean to you? What is the definition of minimalism? There is no right or wrong. Just type whatever gut feeling you get, whatever comes to mind first. Not having more than you need. Great. No excess. Great. Buying only what you need. Great. Not having stuff, junk that I don't use. Great. That everything is exactly as it should be. According to who? Natalie. Who defines that? I guess you, right? Getting rid of whatever you don't need or doesn't make you happy anymore. Being precise with how I spend my time efficiently. Having nothing in my house that is not beautiful or useful. Amazing. Having in my life what I need, not what I want. Getting rid of stagnant energy. Great. According to me. Beautiful, Natalie. Everything makes sense according to you. Hola, first time here. Hi, Jennifer. I try to be careful about everything I bring into my home. Great. So you are being intentional and proactive and questioning everything that is gonna come into your home and then deciding if it's a good fit or not. That's a great aspect of being a minimalist. Polly says, having only what you need to function my best. Great. So guys, you have great definitions. You have defined what minimalism means. And all of you mentioned indirectly being intentional. Indirectly questioning everything that you have, how you use your time and your home so that you can create the life that makes you feel well. A life that makes you feel happy. And that's gonna look different for each of you. Okay, Susan says, getting rid of papers that create bad energy. So creating a nice paper flow. Amy says, my home used to be impeccable. I love decluttering a little bit every day. I just felt good. Now, as you know, the illness I manage gives me about 2 hours of standing upright. So that's a limitation that you, Amy, are experiencing now. So for you, minimalism now, it's understanding and accepting your current situation with its limitations and creating something that is sustainable for you. Okay? That's what comes to me that minimalism means to you right now. Something that is sustainable. Something that is doable. Something that doesn't drain you too much. Okay? And that, of course, is going to be less than what you used to be able to do before. So there is some work to do about expectations, about patience, about acceptance. And I know it's a tough situation where you are at. I know that. It's not easy. But you are doing great. You are showing up every day in their lives. You are journaling. You are very proactive. So you are on your way. Okay? So now, guys, that we are on the kind of on the same page of what minimalism means, okay, finding flow physically, mentally, and energetically. Beautiful, Em. I love that. Because minimalism is not only about the physical aspect of your life. Minimalism is about emotions. It's about energy, right? It's about creativity. It's about flow in your space. It's about self-care, self-love. Everything combined, that's what's gonna help you create your recipe, create your lifestyle that you are going to feel well with. Okay? And that's, at M says, finding your flow. Physically, mentally, energetically, emotionally. Okay? Emotionally is a very important one too. Spiritually, of course. Again, for you, when you close your eyes and you think about what is the lifestyle that will make you feel well, what is the lifestyle that resonates with you, right? You're gonna find different words, you're gonna find different definitions, you're gonna find different aspects depending where you are at. And that's okay. That means that you have to work more in one areas than others. Everything in my physical world reflects my values back to me. Guys, that's true. Majority of the times, the physical surroundings that you have, it's a reflection of what's inside here. Okay? So let me elaborate on that. When you have physical clutter and you are affected by it and you are overwhelmed and things outside don't make much sense to you right now, that means that inside of your head you are lacking clarity, you are lacking intention, you are lacking focus, maybe you are lacking energy, motivation. You cannot visualize what's after, and that doesn't let you get excited about changing your physical environment. Okay? When you look inside of yourself and you find what you truly want, how you truly want to feel, the lifestyle that you want to have, the activities that you want to pursue, okay? When you find that clarity inside of you, I don't care how the outside looks like now. When you sit with yourself and you find that clarity, just answer me. How easy is going to be for you having that clarity and connecting with those emotions to open your eyes, look around, and then be able to get started taking action physically to create the space that you just need? How easy is it going to be for you once you look inside and you have that clarity? Once you have defined to yourself what minimalism means to you, what's important and what's not, okay? What's a priority for you right now and what's not? How easy is going to be for you to then do the process? Natalie says, it's still so hard for me. Okay, Natalie, are you happy to share a bit about your specific situation? Like, why is it hard for you? What's standing on your way right now? What's challenging you right now? Mia says, I think I am addicted to reading everything before to throwing it out. So it slows me down 5,000%. Okay, Mia, so you have a very specific, that's a ritual that you have, right? That's a ritual that you have created for yourself and it became a habit. You need to do that, right? So in order for you to change that, you need to change that ritual into a different one. Maybe that ritual is, I allow myself X amount of time every day or every week to read, and wherever that time goes off, this is how much physical space I allow myself to store magazines that I have to read, I want to read. Once that space is full, the oldest ones, I will recycle them and I will only keep this much. That may be a new ritual that you set for yourself. Just an example, okay? I don't know if that resonates with you, but you can create whatever ritual you want that is different and that supports the new choices that you want to make. Does that make sense? Natalie says, it's hard because I can't find the time to get rid of all the things I collected in my past and all patterns of overfilling my schedule, etc. Natalie, not having time is the number one reason why people have clutter. But again, let me ask you one thing. How important is this for you? How much of a priority is this for you? And time is an illusion. Time is an illusion, guys. I help a lot of people with clutter, dealing with clutter for years, and being stuck. And I can tell you that once they have the clarity, we go in there and we just make it happen like very quickly. Of course, there are extra hands helping you, but the physical process is just physical. You may have 100 items, 1,000 items. It doesn't matter. You can count them. You can deal with them. It may take you 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, but it's a one-time process. That if it's a priority for you, you can start and finish it if you have the clarity, if you can make the decisions fast, okay? If you have the clarity and you can make the decisions fast. Can you make the decisions fast, Natalie? Do you have clarity about the lifestyle that you want to have? When you look at your things, are you emotionally attached to them? Do you have a hard time deciding if you want to let them go or not? Or do you know? And the only thing stopping you is actually doing it. What were the underlying issues again, please? Lacking clarity, vision, purpose, motivation. Yeah, Amy, it's just getting clear with yourself, aligning with yourself. Like when I help people, I never get started touching things until I understand what they want. If they cannot tell me what they want, what is the point of me guessing? What is the point of me trying to create something that I think is gonna be good for them, but they don't know? Okay? And guys, if you don't know, your intention can be, I am going to declutter so that I can gain clarity. Okay? So I want to declutter because I want to gain clarity. In those situations, you are going to let go of things that no longer serve you. And when you create space, other things are gonna be attracted to that. When you create space in your calendar, other activities are going to be attracted to your calendar. That's what they call the vacuum. Like, have you guys heard of the vacuum method or process or whatever? When you create a void, that void will get filled with new things. Okay? When you create a void in your calendar, okay, when you create space, all of a sudden you have free time. That free time, you are going to be doing something else with it. Are you? Even if it's doing nothing, you are going to be doing something different. If you create space in a room that it's full of clutter right now and you empty the clutter and the room is empty, something else is going to be happening in that room from now on. Some new activities, something is going to flow into that space that maybe you don't even know what that is yet. So for those of you who don't have the clarity and you are trying hard and it doesn't come to you, sometimes the decluttering process, it's a way for you to find it. Okay? I don't know, does that make sense for you guys? Natalie says, I think it's just a lack of motivation. Okay, so if it's a lack of motivation, Natalie, if that's a lack of motivation for you, then I will say that maybe what you are visualizing is not exciting enough for you. You don't have a clear goal in mind that excites you, okay? So that can be something that, again, you maybe have to look inside and find that thing that is going to excite you to take action, okay? So for example, I was helping a person doing a garage and their children were there. And you know how difficult it is to get children to help you tidy and declutter, right? It's very difficult. So we went there and they were there like waiting for orders from us. What can we do? What can we do? They said, holy moly, what's going on here? Why are you guys so excited? I had no idea, but they helped us. And then after, you know why they were so excited? Because they were planning on playing hockey inside the garage once we were finished. So their motivation was to clear the garage, and then they put everything back very quickly because they want to play hockey in that space. So that's the motivation that they needed to be a part of the process. For some other people, it's gonna be being able to do something different, being able to paint, being able to play music, being able to just have nothing distracting you, okay? So maybe you need to find an exciting goal, an exciting outcome that you are looking for, an exciting intention. That when you tell yourself that intention, you feel like, wow, that sounds nice. I want that. Okay. M says, everything has a deep emotional bond for me, even things that shouldn't. How can I break this emotional bind to get rid of things that are no longer serving me? I feel so weighed down by the clutter. So M, when you are feeling emotional attachments and bonds to things, that means that there is some work, internal work that you need to do there. Okay? It's important to understand why you are feeling that. It's important to understand what are the beliefs that are making you feel that way. And this is deep, okay? This is deep. Sometimes I call it the invisible work. When I work with people, I tell them, I make them aware. Sometimes this process is going to be more invisible than visible, meaning you will need to do more work internally than physically speaking in the space, okay? Because as I was saying, doing the physical work is just physical work. It's just moving things around, deciding this stays, this goes. It's just countable. You can count it, right? It's measurable. Doing the internal work, emotional attachments, feeling triggered, feeling guilty because you spend money on those things, grieving because those things belong to someone that you loved and they are no longer with you there, a gift that someone gave you and that gift you just can't let it go because you feel guilty or you think you're gonna be offending that person. There are so many reasons of why you may be feeling emotional attachments, okay? So it's important to set new intentions that are powerful, new intentions that you love. When oh no. Joder. Sorry guys, my phone was super hot and it shut down. That's incredible. It's the first time that this happened to me. Can you guys see me now? Can you guys see me now? Just give me a thumbs up, please. Just to make sure. Okay, so I'm gonna put the phone by the window. Honestly, it said emergency. The phone is too hot. That's amazing. Yeah, so let me just put this here 1 second. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay here. Yeah, so anyone try Marie Kondo method or? Yeah, we move so much good energy. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Yeah, so guys, the emotional attachment is something very real, okay? And this is why today's topic about creating rituals, I find it very helpful because there are different things that you need to be doing to be able to cope with all the emotions that are showing up. And sometimes it just takes time, okay? Guys, it just takes time. Especially the things that are emotional, you have to allow space to deal with them, space to understand them. You have to be willing to get uncomfortable, diving deeper into them, and really questioning them. Why are they there? What do you need to learn from there? Okay? Anyone try Marie Kondo method or any other helpful method? There are many different methods out there. And again, any method that motivates you to take action, I think it's a great method. So if you are exploring ideas and you resonate with Marie Kondo or Julie Morgenstern or the Fly Lady or whatever it is, just take action on it. Okay? Yeah, it's not about the technique so much, but about what's going on in our minds. Yeah, guys, all the methods that are out there, they're gonna be teaching you how to do the physical work, majority. Okay, Marie Kondo talks about the mindset, she talks about a lot of things, right? But sometimes the internal work is so necessary and so many people just oversee that. They don't do it. And they just get started physically speaking, but they are not motivated, they are not excited, they don't feel aligned, okay? So I would like to start sharing methods, so rituals, okay? So Firefly says, how do you help others get on board with getting rid of things? For example, I have a lot of guilt of getting rid of gifted items because my family's values are centered around giving sentimental items. Gifts is a whole new thing. And again, we are gonna move to rituals, okay? But again, guys, when it comes to emotional, when it comes to sentimental attachments, the best way to deal with them, the best way to be strong enough to go through those emotions, analyze them, question them, embrace them, and let them go, is to have a stronger intention. Okay? So, for example, if you have gifts, you have things that you have to let go, but you can't, but you deep inside know that those things are not gonna serve you anymore, if you set an intention that is really appealing to you, okay, if you want to embrace a new identity for yourself and you are going to create a physical space that is going to facilitate that for you, that's going to be so appealing to you that it's going to override the other ones, okay? So you're gonna be so excited, so motivated about making that happen that you're gonna have strength and motivation and intention to deal with the other lower intentions that are happening there, the lower competing emotional attachments that are happening there. Okay, this is what I see from people I work with. They are stuck emotionally with something, so I dig inside, I ask them a lot of questions until I find that thing that I see them. Okay, I ask a question and then I see them like, oh, their eyes open, they start smiling, and then I see their shoulders kind of like just relax, and then I see them kind of thinking about it. It's like, wow, that would be really nice. If I could do that in this room, that would be amazing. Oh yeah, I want to do that. Let's make that happen. You see? I see that excitement. That's when I found their thing. And that's what I want you to do with yourself, okay? I want you to dig deep in yourself until you find that. And when you find that, how easy it's gonna be for you to deal with the emotional items? How difficult it's gonna be for you to have conversations with the people who gifted you those things? And ask them, listen, these things, I no longer need them. They are taking space from me. And I need to do this, this, and that. And then you share your new vision with them. And majority of the people are gonna say, why are you keeping them? Let them go. I want you to get that thing. I want to support you. And if they say no, then you say, okay, here they are. You keep them. I don't need them. I really appreciate the gift, but I don't have use for them. And then having conversations for future occasions about gifts is so important. Like, I don't want to get more gifts anymore. I don't want to get physical gifts. Unless you ask me, please don't give me a physical gift. I am working really hard to maintain my home clutter-free. So I don't want you to just add more stuff into my life. Just take me out for dinner, take me to a concert, take me to a movie, cook me a meal, do whatever you want to do, but don't bring physical things in my life anymore, please. Okay? Selfish requests and major. Okay, so guys, let's move into rituals now. Okay? So, what are some rituals that you guys do to maintain your minimalist lifestyle? So, can you give a personal example of a clear intention for your family? Not sure I understand that. Okay, so an example. So, for example, we have a shed in the backyard, okay? And then we have changed that shed like 4 times. Every time something happens, that shed gets changed. For example, when COVID happened, Before COVID, that was our working shed, okay? And we had a lot of working supplies. That was the majority, the intention for that space. Then COVID hit, and then we were finding ourselves doing a lot of activities with Eva. We had a bicycle trailer, we have a lot of things, right? So we were having guilt about all the supplies that we had inside there, all the tools that we had inside there, and we just couldn't let them go. We couldn't move them around. So we were, that was the emotional attachment, right? That to the identity that was before. We were grieving, like we lost a lot of work, we don't do sessions anymore, what's gonna happen with our business? So we were in that kind of feeling down, right? And then we realized we need to set a new intention here. We need to set a new intention for ourselves and for that shed, because that shed is a physical space, but it's affecting our identity as people. So we sat down, and then my wife and I and Eva, our daughter, and then we asked, what can we do to make this time fun? And we decided we need to do more activities. Go out for bicycle trails, go out with the scooter, we have to go out and fly the kite. So that shed became our outdoor activity shed. That was our intention, to make our lifestyle more playful. That was the intention, to make our lifestyle more playful. And in order for that to do that, we need a space that facilitates us having the bicycles, the bicycle trailer, I have a jumping thing, I have kites, I have rollerblades. So we create shelving, and we transform that space into being our playful space. We open that door, and our daughter can go inside. She can choose what she wants to take. I can pick what I need to take. Everything is organized, everything is tidy. And now we have our electric scooter and our electric skateboard in there with a charging station, because we sold our car. So that's a transformation that happened thank you to us setting the new intention of being more playful. And that excited us. And then we went back to that shed, and we confronted the tools, we confronted the supplies, and we were able to let them go, move them to a different space, and transform that space with confidence. Okay? So that's one example of a very simple. So now it is your turn. Rituals, please. Okay. Sam, she says, I love that motivation to clean my garage. Again, set the intention in that garage. What is your intention or intentions in that garage? Okay? Where can you find someone who will help dig deep to help finances? Polly, that's me. Other professional organizers, you can find them too. So you have options out there. You just have to find the right person that you feel comfortable with. Okay? So let's move into rituals. Okay? So when you think about rituals, let me just sit somewhere here because I'm standing. When you think about rituals, rituals can apply to different areas of your life. Okay? So for example, let's get started with the ones that are more common. In my case, I have a bedtime ritual. Okay? What's a bedtime ritual? A bedtime ritual for me is I brush my teeth, I put my phone in silence, I put it in the charging station in the living room, okay? And then I take my clothes off, I hang them in the closet, or I put them to wash if they are dirty. I think about what do I want to wear tomorrow, and I pick the clothes out and I put them by my bedside table because I don't like to think in the morning, okay? And then I take my watch off, and then I have a magic rock. I call it a magic rock on my bedside table. I look at it and then I think about what is my magic rock today? What is the thing that happened today? What is my outline, the most exciting thing that happened to me today? That invites me to reflect about my day, and then I locate the experience that kind of came up for me, and I say, oh, when my daughter gave me a big hug in the park, or when my wife came with a big smile telling me that she finished her yoga training teacher. I don't know, whatever that is. And then I turn off the light and then I go to bed. So that's a bedtime routine that I have. Morning time routine that I have. I don't use an alarm. I normally wake up at 5:36. I don't get up. I wake up, okay? And then I stay in bed cozy with my blankets up, and then I try to visualize, I try to breathe, I try to say thank you. Thank you for this, thank you for that. So I try to do gratefulness, and then at 7:30 I get up, I get dressed, I put my pajamas in my bed, I make the bed, and then I go to the washroom, I wash my face, I comb my hair, I drink a couple of glasses of water, okay? And then I am ready for the day, okay? Do you feel groggy when you first wake up? Natalie, I do. That's why I don't want to make decisions. I want everything to be easy. I get up with my eyes kind of half open, and I don't want to be thinking about what am I going to wear today. I have to go to the closet. I have to turn on the light. I have to look through my clothes. I don't want to do that. And it doesn't work for me. I know. So that's why I just open my eyes. I take the t-shirt, take the shirt, take the pants. They are right there. There is nothing else. Just that. Okay? Go to the kitchen. The glass of water is right there. I just drink it. And then I go to the washroom, wash my face with cold water, comb my hair, and then that wakes me up. Okay? So what are some of the rituals that you guys have in the morning and at night time? I would like you to now share. And you have some, even if they are good or bad, it doesn't matter. You have some rituals that you follow. So it's important to understand what you do, because those rituals are automatic. Okay? I wake up early but lay in bed feeling groggy. Oh, that helps. Do you feel groggy when you... Yeah, so Natalie, I don't like waking up and getting up right away. I could do it, but I choose not to do that. Wake, meditate, lemon water, wake child, and coffee. Amazing, Erin. 1 hour of yoga, 1 IT class, coffee for husband and myself. That's nice, CJ. 1 full hour of yoga is amazing. I try to keep my morning routine set of rituals the same every day. Dress, read from an inspirational book, drink water, brew tea, and meditate. Amazing, Jay. Guys, if you don't have a specific routine or you are reading something that you are enjoying, write it down, okay? Because you can design a new routine for yourself and you can test it, see how it feels. You don't have to do everything the same way if it doesn't feel right, but if you start testing things, you will find something that, wow, that felt good. Reading from a book, something that is inspiring, it was good for me. It set my mindset to a more positive mindset, okay? Maybe you do gratefulness. So this says deep breathing, meditate, thinking of 5 things I'm grateful for, set intentions for the day, lemon water, yoga, and sadhana. Amazing. I love the setting intentions for the day. That's a really good one. And the gratefulness, right? First thing we read together a page from a book from a Zen monk called The Art of Living with Simplicity. Then we do a Qigong. It's me, my husband, and my son. That's amazing. That's such an amazing family routine. Family ritual. Evening show, hour of wind down, calming yoga, reading, etc. Amazing. I'm loving all these things, guys. Love that. Just test things until do some form of yoga, practice mind day depending on my body. Yoga nidra if fatigue, sun salutation on an amazing day. That's good. So as you see, guys, this is just a morning routine or a bedtime routine, okay? Now you can think about routines that you do during your day, okay? You do routines around your kitchen. For example, in my case, we have a routine in the kitchen. One day I cook and do the dishes, and the following day my wife cooks and does the dishes, and then we rotate. So our ritual is that every night before going to bed, the counters are clean and wiped. All the dirty dishes are in the dishwasher. If the dishwasher is full, we turn it on. And if the dishwasher is not full, we just let it be until the next day. Okay, we hand wash whatever big pots, something that doesn't go in the dishwasher. We put it to dry, and then we normally dry it and put it away, so that the next day, everything is ready for a new day. There is nothing on the way. There is nothing that needs to get done in the kitchen. Another ritual with our daughter is we try to put everything away, all the toys away, all the clothes away, so that the next day we start fresh, okay? So those are rituals. When I go to the gym, when I come back home, sometimes I put my laundry in the laundry basket, and then I put the clothes for the next time inside the bag, I fill up my water bottle, so I make it everything ready so that it's a no-brainer. It's easy and convenient, because if I have a busy day and I have to go to play squash or do yoga and I don't have a lot of time, I just grab the bag and leave. I don't have to think about, do I need a towel? Do I need a t-shirt? Do I need a pair of socks? Decision making, decision fatigue is real, okay? So Beth says, when I start cooking dinner, I always listen to an audiobook. My transition into relaxing. Amazing. So that's a ritual that works for you, Beth. You listen to something while you are cooking, and that sets you in a relaxed mode. That's amazing. Amy says, bedtime, read spiritual literature, write 4 things you are grateful for. Glitch, good. Glitch is what I struggle with. Okay, so you write what you struggle with. That's amazing. Night, turmeric milk, calm magnesium drink, sometimes sleep yoga stretches, sleep meditation, and hypnosis. Amazing. That's what I need, a kitchen routine, but not easy for me to be a clean person. So, Rocío, in your case, if you are struggling being a clean person, the first thing that I will ask you is like, is that important for you, right? And is that an intention for you? Do you want to be a clean person? Because some people don't want to be a clean person. They don't care. And they don't care of having a dirty kitchen, right? So if that's your case, just forget about it. If it bugs you, then what is a new identity that you want to embrace? And try to embrace that new identity for yourself. And then tell yourself, I am a person who X. I am a person who likes to X, Y, and Z. By me having a clean kitchen, I will be able to X, Y, and Z. And then you start embracing the benefits of it. And then you will more likely become a cleaner person. Sometimes it's easier to be a clean person if everything is decluttered and organized in a way that is easy to maintain. That's another thing. Rituals and maintenance cannot happen efficiently if the space is not properly set up first. Okay? So, Rocío, is your kitchen decluttered and organized? Do you understand where everything goes? Yes. So, in my case, when I didn't have a dishwasher, I always had the habit of when I ate, I clean my plate and I put it away. Why? Because if I started stacking things and the pile got bigger and bigger, I was less likely to do it. Okay? So I will just be proactive and just washing 1 glass and 1 plate and 1 fork rather than having to do 10. So have you tried that? It is always messy. Try that, Rocío. There are many different strategies, okay, that you can try. But again, starting fresh with a clean kitchen, if you can set the time to do that one time and then have your kitchen clean and tidy, then you are more likely to then keep it that way. If everything is dirty and you have plates and then it becomes a big task, then you are more likely to procrastinate, okay? So what are other routines that you guys have in the middle of the day, or routines in a specific area of your life that help you maintain your lifestyle? Ariela says, I try not to be one way when I use things. Only round trip. I try not to be on one way when I use things, only round trip. So what does that mean, round trip? That means that you use something and you put it back. What do you suggest when you wake up exhausted because you missed several hours of sleep? Maya, can you sleep more? Is that an option? Like, what's taking away your sleep? What are you doing instead of sleeping? I don't know. I don't really know your schedule, but it's important to understand how long do you need to sleep for, how many hours do you realistically need, and then how can you make sure that you get that sleep time. Young kids. Okay, if you have young kids, how old are they, Maya? I rest as much as I need. When it comes to kids, again, a ritual that we embrace with our daughter. We followed a book called 12 hours sleep by 12 weeks old. So that's a book that was recommended by a friend. She has 3 kids. I remember going to her house and I remember seeing the ritual that she had. And I remember their kids from a very, very young age going to bed alone and then getting tucked in and then going to sleep and loving sleeping for like 12 hours every night, non-interrupted. So I I said that was my intention, and my wife, I want that. I need to know about that ritual. I want to invest the time. I want to do whatever it takes to get that. Okay? In that case, we got the book. We followed the book to the T. We had her support when we had questions. And our daughter Eva, when she was 12 weeks old, so when she was 8 weeks old, 2 months old, we started training her. And then by 12 weeks old, so 3 months old, she was sleeping consistently 12 hours every night. Okay? So it took a little bit of an investment, but after the rewards were huge. So this is what you need to do. You have to see the end goal. You have to get excited about that with what you are going to get if you do this little ritual that seems inconvenient. But the goal is going to be so exciting, it's going to be so nice that you are going to be willing to go through the process of doing the little tasks first. Okay? So I don't know if that helps. 8 and 10, wow, like they are really big. So I don't know, I personally have no experience with all kids, but I can tell you my daughter, she sleeps consistently 12 hours a night, but she has a very specific ritual, right? We follow a ritual, she understands it, we were disciplined, still loving her, still supporting her, but you need to have a ritual, you need to have discipline, you need to have a process, especially if you have 2 kids. And I have friends that have 2-3 kids. And I see some of them are messy, it's chaos, some of them are great. And the difference between those 2 things is the rituals, it's the processes, it's the steps that each family follows. Okay? I hope that helps. Check that book out if you want, 12 hours sleep by 12 weeks old, and see if you can get something. There are a lot of other books out there about sleeping, but sometimes creating a ritual that they understand, that they are excited about, and you being disciplined too, it's important. Taking time to write up meeting notes and writing out a plan before I leave for lunch or end of day, so I can get a running start when I begin again, but I don't always arrange for that time on these things. So that's a nice ritual that you have, Michelle, for work. That's great. What was the book to help baby sleep? 12 hours sleep by 12 weeks old. Okay? Love Warrior, that sounds great in a pot, on the stove, or microwave. So I have a 17, 15, 10 and 3-year-old single mom in a 2-bedroom apartment. I didn't teach my children to clean after themselves because I don't have that because my parents didn't show me that. Rocio, that's fine. If you didn't have the opportunity to learn from your parents, that's something very common with a lot of people that I help. It's always a good start. It's always a great time to get started. This is a skill that you can always learn. This is not something that you have in the genes. And if you have it, you are good. And if you don't have it, you are cursed for life. That's not true. This is something that you can start today. Of course, there is some momentum going for you in your life. You have followed specific routines, specific rituals, specific habits for a long time, and your kids have seen that, right? But if you start changing them over time, they're gonna start seeing the difference, and then you are gonna start producing different outcomes. So you just have to change your rituals. You just have to declutter, to organize, to set a space that is easy to maintain, and then you have to do that slowly, space by space, right? And it's okay to get help if you can. That's why professional organizers exist, because they can help people make that fast change quickly, okay, so that the maintenance it's easier for you, but the process of making the big change happen is just faster, because when you are ready and you just need to do the physical work, you can accelerate the process by having people helping you. Okay? Rituals always have an opening and a closing. Yeah. And you can grab a piece of paper and then you can create your own rituals, okay? You can create the rituals that you want to create. For example, if you have seen here that some people in the morning, they are grateful for 5 things. Some people do yoga. Some people mention that they were reading something from a book that was inspiring. Some people mentioned that they were drinking something specific. If there is something that resonated with you, create a list and then just say morning ritual, okay? And then you buy, get up, get dressed, and maybe put my clothes by my bed so that I don't have to think about it. The next step is making my bed, just making your bed. The next step is washing my face. The next step is drinking a coffee or drinking milk with turmeric or whatever. The next step is sitting down and being grateful for 5 things. And then test it, okay? So add as many steps as you want, make it simple and convenient the first time, test it, see how you feel, and then tweak it. Add things, remove things, do more of what feels good, do less of what you don't like, and then you will start developing your own routine. And with repetition, when you do that routine 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, it will become a habit for you. It will become a ritual that will just happen automatically, okay? So I invite you guys to do that bedtime routine, morning routine, midday routine, if you need one, work routine, kitchen routine, bathroom routine, gym routine, whatever that is, right? Start creating routines for yourself that make things that you want to start doing more, they are more convenient. So for example, my wife wants to play guitar more often. So she has a guitar in the house, okay, sitting in the living room, and then she has a guitar here in the tiny office. I don't know if you can see it right there, okay? So why is the guitar right there? Because she wants to see it every day. She wants to be reminded every day that she wants to play more music, okay? So by the guitar being right here, honestly, is right there. So she will just do this, and then she can just play a song right away, okay? And then when she's done, she just does this, and then done. How convenient is that, right? You can have the same on the ground if you have space on the ground. But if you want to play music, for example, I had a person that he told me, I'm trying to play this song. I need to learn this song by this date because I promised to someone that I will play it. You know what they did? They put the guitar on a guitar stand. They put it in the middle of the living room. Every time they walked past, they had to stop and play the song 1 time and then put the guitar back. They did that for a few days and they learned the song really quickly. So that's a crazy example, but honestly, it did work. Okay? So try to be creative with your rituals. Try to be playful with them. Okay? So, okay, let me see the chats. Mindfulness of routine takes practice, right? Yeah, Becca, everything that you are integrating in your life is gonna take practice. It's gonna take repetition. Okay? So you create your ritual, you create the steps. I invite you to write them down in a piece of paper in your journal, and then you have it visually there. And then the first day you sit down in your wherever you are doing it, and then you look at that, and then you say, okay, I want to deep breathe for 5 times. Okay, you do that. Okay, I want to be grateful for 5 things. Okay, I'm grateful for what happened with my daughter. I'm grateful for going for a bike ride. I'm grateful for recording my course on Insight Timer. I'm grateful for, okay, 5 things. Okay, next step. Okay, I have to drink 2 glasses of water. Okay. Okay, next step. Oh, I want to meditate for like 2 minutes because I'm just getting started. So 2 minutes. Put my clock, 2 minutes, close your eyes, meditate, beep, 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 beep. Done. You finish your routine. Okay? The next day you do the same. You have to look at your graph because you don't know what you are doing. When you repeat that 7 times, would you say you will remember what you are doing? Yes or no? When you do that 30 times, will you say that you will need to look at that graph, or it will become automatic? So that's how you create a new habit. That's how you create a new ritual. By reminding yourself every day, by putting a visual reminder somewhere that you are prompted to do it, to repeat it. And then you do it, and then hopefully you enjoy it. And then you do it the next day, and then you enjoy it. And then it becomes something that is a routine. It's a ritual that repeats itself. And then over time, it will become automatic. I don't have to think now to go to the kitchen and drink 2 glasses of water when I get up. It just happens. It doesn't matter how busy my day is. I will go there and I will drink those 2 glasses without thinking. Okay? Write the steps and post them on the wall until it becomes a habit. Post them on the wall. Create a reminder on your calendar. something that people like, I had a coffee mug, write a note and put it on top of the coffee mug in the morning. So when you go to have a coffee, okay, you are gonna see that note on top of your coffee mug. And then you say, until I don't do this, I cannot have a coffee or a tea, okay? So now you're gonna be doing that. That's what's called habit stacking. So you want to drink your coffee, that's something automatic that happens. You don't have to think about it. When you are gonna go and make it, you're gonna be reminded with a note on top of your coffee mug. So you will remove the note, do your thing, and then you will have your coffee. And then you will put the note for the next day. Okay? So that's another example of something fun that you can do. When I first got sober, I structured my days and it helped. Love the idea of the guitar in the middle of the room. Why not? Honestly, why not? Do something crazy that is gonna make you laugh at the same time. Quote, keep your routine black and white so you can live your life in color. I like that. So guys, we are almost at the end of the session. What came up for you? What routines are you planning on doing now or integrating in your life? Which ones did you feel inspired to try? I want you to leave today's session with at least one ritual that you are planning to try every day for the next 7 days. So please grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, and then do something there. Guitar in the middle of the room. Haha. Okay. And what song are you going to learn? Love Warrior 11. What is your intention about the guitar? I feel re-inspired to commit fully to all routines that have fallen away. Amazing, Amy. So be specific about which one and then start doing it. Emilio, have you ever woken up anxious? If so, can you stick work through your morning routine? So Susan, very little times I wake up anxious because I don't let anxiety to get into my life. Okay, sometimes I feel anxious if I have to do a big talk and I'm nervous, but at the end of the day I always get a line and say, okay, what's happening here? Am I doing my best? Am I connecting with myself? And these rituals are going to avoid for that to happen. In my case, I have these rituals so that I don't become anxious, because let me tell you one thing, if I have a busy day, I have to get out, I have to leave the house really early because I have a client I need to work with. It's my day to get my daughter ready, okay? I have to walk her to school, and then we don't own a car, so I have to go and get the car from the car share place. So if I have to make lunch and pack it, and then on top of that, if I don't have the ritual of choosing my clothes, if I don't have the ritual of like doing all these things to make my day easier, if I go into my kitchen and it's full of plates everywhere, dirty, so that's going to make me anxious, okay? That's when I feel anxiety, I feel stress. I feel like my day is starting with the wrong foot. That's why I have a routine in the kitchen. That's why I have a ritual of putting my clothes in front of me. That's why I have a ritual of phones out of the bedroom. I don't look at anxiety, things related, news, anything like that before going to bed. My phone is not the first thing I look in the morning. I try to make myself feel well by being grateful, by thinking about things that happened yesterday, by visualizing things I want in my life. When you do all those little rituals, you are not letting a lot of room for anxiety to creep in. You are not. Okay? So what kind of rituals do you need to stop that anxiety, to lower that anxiety? So it's important to understand what's causing you the anxiety. And I know anxiety sometimes can be very tricky and very deep, and you may need professional support. But sometimes these little rituals can make your life way easier. And then you are not stressed anymore. Everything is functional. Everything is aligned with who you want to be. The activities that you want to do are happening because it's easy and convenient. And all of those things happen because you have rituals. Because you set the intention. Because you set a space with that intention in mind. Because you know that the maintenance, it's important, because you don't want to go to that place where you're going to be stressed and anxious. You don't want to go to that place where you are not going to have time to do what you love. You don't want to go to that place where your daughter is not sleeping all night because you didn't want to invest the time in creating a ritual for her. You are not gonna be overwhelmed with Lego pieces, puzzles, toys everywhere in the house because you didn't set a clean up routine. You know what I mean? Like all these things start piling up and they will have a huge impact in your life. A huge impact. And if you feel that your day is anxiety driven, stressed, start creating rituals for yourself. Start creating some rituals. Start with basic ones and then start incrementing them. And notice how you feel after. Honestly, do notice how you feel after. Your guidance in structure and intention is helping a lot. Thank you so much, Susan. So use short meditation. I upload here. I am an emotional healing with love and awareness. Yeah. So again, guys, thank you for being here today. If you enjoy this session and you can donate something to support my time, I would love that. I would love if you leave this session with at least one ritual that you are going to try for the next 7 days. Please create one ritual. It can be a morning ritual, it can be a night ritual, it can be a kitchen ritual, it can be whatever ritual makes sense to you. How to set a ritual, how to decide which one. Close your eyes, think about your life, and ask yourself, what is frustrating me right now? What is causing me anxiety right now? What is something that every day I struggle with? And then whatever comes up first, that's the ritual that you need to create. Okay? If that thing is too much, too intense, too emotional, maybe move to the next one. Okay? Ideally, if something that it's coming up with some charge means there is a lot of emotion attached to it, but it's not too much emotion that you feel blocked. It's not too much emotion that you feel too much anxiety that you just get paralyzed. It's something that you notice the discomfort, but it's manageable. Okay? So you notice that discomfort, but it's manageable. Start there. Create a ritual for that thing. And then notice the difference. You do the ritual, and then how do I feel about that specific thing? Okay, I've done my ritual 3 times this week. How do I feel now? How did I feel 3 days before? And then journal those things in your journal. Write down how you felt, and write down, I am setting the intention to do this ritual because I want to change this, because I want to stop feeling anxious, because I want to make this task more doable, because I want to start doing this new habit. Okay? Be specific about your intention, write it down, and then create your ritual with a few steps. Make it convenient, make it simple, okay? And then repeat that a few days. And then log how you feel. Log what's coming up for you. And log the difference that you are experiencing. And then read that every day. When you are gonna do the ritual, read the day before, the day up before that day, read what you felt, read the improvements that you noticed, and then once you do the ritual today, write down how you feel, what you notice. I promise you, when you do that 7 days, you will notice a huge difference. Your ritual will be tweaked until it becomes something enjoyable, something playful. Enjoy being playful. Enjoy being creative with your ritual. Make something crazy that makes you laugh. Honestly, there are no limits. Do whatever you need to do to make it fun, doable, exciting, and something that you're looking forward to trying. Okay? So Amy, create a great music playlist and dance like a crazy person at 4. Amazing. Not sure if my donation came through. Liz, don't worry. Thank you so much for donating. So guys, we're gonna leave it here. If you want to write down your routine, the ritual that you are planning on doing in the comments before I go, I would love to read them before I go. So is this enough of a ritual? Do one thing I have been avoiding every day. Amy, that's a beautiful ritual. Again, if that's something that you feel a charge, it's not comfortable, but it's manageable, start there, okay? Start there. You don't want to do something that is too easy, and you don't want to tackle something that is too much. Try to tackle something in the middle. Okay, so exercise every day before noon. Amazing, Polly. What is your ritual about that? So you say exercise every day before noon, but what is your ritual, physically speaking? Are you setting a note? Are you putting your mat down in the middle of the living room? Are you, I don't know, what are you doing? What kind of ritual are you creating to trigger you to do that? So Rocio, making it playful will help me get things done happy, not overwhelming and mad with my children for not helping. Yeah, Rocio, when children are involved, children love being silly. They love doing something completely different. So imagine what will happen if you come up with a strategy to clean up the kitchen that involves them, and it involves music, and then you are dancing, and then you have a funny hat on, and then you make a game to say whoever stacks the most plates faster wins a candy or whatever, and then all of a sudden there is a party in the kitchen, everybody's cleaning up, everybody's putting things away, everybody's having fun. How cool that will be. So come up with a routine that, and you have the answer, okay? You are the mom, you know them really well. What is something that you can do that they will be like, what is this? What's happening here, right? Wake up each morning, IT short meditation, eat breakfast, and drink green smoothie. Amazing, Maya. Kitchen party. Amazing. Okay, guys, please, if you feel inspired, share your rituals in my circle. My circle is called Your Thriving Lifestyle. Share the ones that you have created, the step by step, and then share your progress. How is it going? Okay, what's coming up for you? What are you noticing different? I like to write down what I want to do the next day on paper the night before. That helps me to visualize. Amazing, Sarah. That's your routine then. Again, what ritual? So that's the habit you want to create. What is the ritual, Sarah, that you are going to create to make that a reality? Maybe you put your journal on your pillow, and it's like when you go to bed, you put your head on your journal, so you have to do it, right? Maybe I don't know. Try to be playful with it, okay? Erin, Amy, keep a list of successes and refer back to it. Read through it when you are feeling low. It boosts you. Erin, that's amazing. Another ritual that I have, my family has. We have an old window on the wall, and we use it as a journal, and we track wins and celebrations and challenges. So every time something happens that is a challenge, we write it there. Every time that something happens that we are celebrating, we will write it there. So just the excuse of going there and writing, oh, I had an amazing life today with 189 people. That's a celebration for me. I will write it down. Okay, so that's great. Okay. No vegan cream in coffee until after morning exercise. Amazing, Luisa. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining today. I love this session. It was so much fun, and I can't wait to see the rituals that you guys create. Vicky says, I need to create a ritual that works for my family to get a regular bedtime set for more sleep. We all have different work schedules, so it is difficult. Yeah, and sometimes, Vicky, sometimes the ritual may be after 9 p.m., 8 p.m., 10 p.m., whatever time, everybody retreats to their rooms. Okay, so that the common spaces are quiet, and then everybody's able to do whatever they want in their room, because some people go to bed at 11 p.m., some people go to bed at 8 p.m., some people go to bed at 2 a.m. It's their choice, right? As long as they get enough sleep and they are intentional with what they are doing, we all have different energy rhythms throughout the day. So sometimes you cannot impose a bedtime to everybody the same. But you can say, this is the ritual to go to bed. Phones get put in here, lights turn off, no TVs in common spaces, quiet time, something like that. I don't know. Okay. Amazing. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week on Tuesday. Okay. And thank you for being here. Have an amazing rest of your day and have a great weekend, okay? Adios. 193 meditators.